Okay, so hey guys. Um, so in this video, we will be talking about the different websites that you guys can go on to apply to H2B jobs at no additional cost. So the first website that we will look at is it's called El Portal Migrante. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but you see the website, you see the link here. So this page should come up. It's a job board for migrant workers. All right. Okay. So for this page, well, technically for this website, it shows you jobs for H2A visa jobs and H2B. So H2A is the agricultural aspect of H2B. All right, but we're not going to get into H2A at this time. We will be just focusing on H2B aspect. All right, so this is how this website works. So you click on search for a job, right? Carries you to here. I was already on the page already, so that's why it's here. So what is your field of work? So obviously it shows you a bunch of examples, well, a bunch of categories or a bunch of field of work that you can click on, and obviously you will be able to see the different positions available and so forth. So for example, let's click on dishwasher, right? Here, what state would you like to work in? Let's work with any, because at the end of the day, you don't want to limit yourself. But if it's a case where you guys want to work like in a specific state, you can click on it and you can see the necessary options that come up. So we're just gonna work with any, and then you click for search jobs. All right. So here, okay. So here you will see like the time this type of job was published, right? Here you'll see the position, here you'll see the pay per hour, visa required, H2B, um, date you're required to start working for the company. So this one is from January 1, 2024 to October 31st, 2024. Um, where is this located? In Champions Gate, Chan- Champions Gate, Florida. Um, Omni Orlando Resort. Yeah. So you click on read more. All right. So it shows you all the necessary details, right? So it shows you the job description. So you're required to clean and sanitize china, glass, silver, pots and pans, stainless steel, and entire kitchen area, including walls, floors, drains, and equipment. Report broken or damaged equipment for repairs. Dispose of trash from kitchen area properly and maintain dumpster area. Follow required safe cleaning and sanitizing procedures. Employer will offer 35 hours of work per week. Resort is open 7 days a week. Work days vary Sunday to Saturday, rotating schedule, yada yada yada. So you will see also this includes 30-minute unpaid break. So, you'll be able to see like the necessary information that you need to know. So this states their special requirements. So no minimum education or experience is required. Workers are subject to post-employment, yada yada yada. You guys can read through this. Yeah. Okay, upon completion of the work contract or where the worker is dismissed earlier, the employer will provide or pay for workers reasonable cost of return transportation and subsistence back home or to the place the worker originally departed from. So pretty much like, they'll be like covering like the airfare for you to go back home if it's a case where you're being dismissed earlier, or of course once you complete your contract and so forth. All right. So again, you guys can read through, right? So I'm not gonna like read through all of this to make this video long. I'm just trying to keep this video short. So at least once you go onto the website, if you have any questions or concerns, you can just shoot me a message to the email in the description, which is at bridgeerrands2023@gmail.com, or feel free to leave a comment and I'll be able to address your question. Um, as you can see here, the employer will reimburse H2B workers in the first work week for all visa processing, border crossing, and all other related fees, including those mandated by the government, excluding passport fees. The employer will provide worker at no charge all tools, supplies, and equipment required to perform job. Uniform provided at no charge to the worker. The employer guarantees to offer work for hours equal to at least three-fourths of the work days in each 12-week period of the total employment period. All right, so and you'll be able to see the employer contact information, their phone number, and the website. So you right click, it carries you to the website that you're supposed to go on to apply for the job. So you'd have to register. That's for one. All right, so you'd have to register so that you create your account, set up your profile, and then you can start applying for that specific job. Okay, so we're moving on. So let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, I can't sing, but anyways. All right, so let's say we want to choose. I'm just trying to be random, but I'm looking for something specifically, if you know what I mean. Alright, I'm just okay. Alright, so we can choose. Where is it? I want to choose housekeeper. Yeah, I want to choose. Perfect, housekeeper. Click search for jobs. Okay. All right, so again, you see the options. You see that this one was published 2 days ago. This job is active. So you'll know whether or not this job is active or inactive, okay? So you see the time frame as to when you're required to work for the company, the city and state, the place, which is called the island. You see the pay per hour. You click on read more. Shows you the job it shows you the job description, the employer contact info. Trust me, you don't need nothing more than that. As long as you have the employer contact info, that is superb. It's like you can just simply pick up your phone, dial the employer's phone number, and give the employer a call. Obviously, they may not answer on the first ring, but you can keep on trying and say, hey, okay, are you guys hiring for H2B, for out of country applicants, and so forth, yada yada? Okay, yes, we are. Just shoot us an email, da 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 da. They'll give you the email. Yeah, it'll be something like that. All right. So next. All right. So pretty much you get the gist, right? I hope you do. All right. So there's something that you guys should be aware of. Know your rights. I didn't want to touch on this as yet, but being as I'm already on the video, I think I should touch on the video. So for H2B, all right. Again, we're not gonna touch on H2A, but it's the agricultural aspect of H2B, okay? But we're not touching on H2A. We're just touching on H2B. So once you, all right, so you click on the three horizontal lines in the top right hand corner, and second tab, know your rights. You click on that, and well, this is when you get the H2B visa, okay? So you guys have a lot of rights that tons of you guys don't know about. Even if persons have a J1 visa, you guys have rights as well. So you can definitely use this as well to assist you and so forth. All right. So, for example, this says, did you know that when you get to the US, you're not required to give your boss your personal documents? That includes your visa and passport. All right. H2B visa holders are entitled to reimbursement for the cost of their trip and their visas. All right. So, yeah. So you just make sure that you get your money, you pay your money. You paid for the visa out of pocket expense, even if you paid for the airfare or you paid for the visa in out of pocket expense, you are entitled to get back that money. You may not get it up front, right? but you may get it like probably like a month or two, or like upon completion of the work contract. So it all depends, right, on how that employer decides to do it. But you have to get it back though. It's a must. It's a must. It's a must. All right, so let's move on. All right, so the next, let me just X this off. Okay, so the next one is, I really don't want to make this video long. Oh my god. Alright, so the next video, alright, yeah. So this will be on JTP Agency. So this is our agency that's based in Florida. Florida? Yeah. Yeah. Florida, yep. And there's no cost as well associated with this, so they do the same thing as well. So pretty much, right, once you go onto the website, you just type in jtpagency.com/resume, okay, and you click on resume/CV, right. You fill out all of these necessary information that's required: your passport country, your passport number, expiration date. You should put in all of the positions that you're interested in, whether housekeeper, dishwasher, uh, room attendant, server, everybody. So you put in everybody, right? Because they don't want you to be like submitting more than one forms. Because once you submit more than one forms, obviously they're gonna disregard the other form. Yeah. All right. So you fill out that. Okay, so applicants. All right, so persons who are currently located in Jamaica, right? So this question says, working in the US? No, you're not working in the US, so you click no. If you're currently in America at this time and you are on the H2B program already, you can click on yes. All right, and if it's a case where you're seeking extension for your current H2B visa for 2024 summer season, you click on yes. All right, so therefore, you just fill out the rest, the date finished. This is for extension persons, all right, and so forth. All right, so for the persons that are not working in the US at this time, you click on no, please. All right, so H2B extension, you click not available. I am not currently working in the US. I am not currently in the US. So they ask you for property name. So if you're currently working in the US, what is the name of the property where you're currently working? This is for if you're in the US. But being as you are not in the US, you click, just put NA, not applicable. All right. This is for persons in the US. That question. This is not necessary. It's not required. You can just leave that as it is. So you upload your resume. So you can click on attach file, or you can click on drop files here. So once you click on drop files here, all right, it's taking forever to come up. Let me click it again. You can click on drop files here. I don't know. Oh, sorry, attach file. Yeah, sorry. All right, so you just click on that, you click on browse file, and then you attach your resume, and you're good to go. All right, so you upload a professional photo. Please, your photo is supposed to be professional looking. So the photo must not have like any filters. No push-up lip photo, right? It must be just a simply smiley face photo, okay? Or even your passport size picture. That will work well as well. Even though it's too serious, but you can still use it. If you have any questions or comments, you can just drop it in the box. So if you have any questions, please email that's the email right there. Please do not call the office, as we only take candidate inquiries by email. All right, so that's the second form. So they do post opportunities as well, once it's available, for in-country and out-of-country opportunities. So I am not sure in my previous videos if I have established the difference between in-country and out-of-country. Out-of-country is when you're not in the United States, and in-country is when you're in the United States, okay? So here, so if you want to see available opportunities, you click there, and you see all the job listings, all right? So pretty much these jobs are currently ongoing, so they won't be applicable to you guys at this time because they're currently ongoing at this time. Yeah, because as you can see, these start dates and all of that. So just keep your eyes posted. So that's why you're just, simply required just to upload your resume, your information, so that you'll be contacted. Okay, so here's one. Three Forks Ranch. A cook is required. Any cook. If you're in the United States already, time frame needed from December 23rd to April 1st, 2024. So you can simply click on View Job, and then you click on Apply Now. Okay, it's loading. Okay, so it takes you back to here. So obviously they want you just to like upload your information, and of course whatever position they see that suits best for you, or like whatever job position you filled here, um and if you're selected by the employer, then therefore they will reach out to you. All right. So I think that will be that for this page. Obviously, H2B worker FAQ, so it explains what is the H2B visa program. It explains that right there. H2B visa program allows U.S. employees or U.S. agents who meet specific regulatory requirements to bring foreign nationals, to the United States to fill temporary non-agricultural jobs. Um, what type of jobs eligible for H2B program? I have covered that already. I've covered these questions in my previous video, so you guys can go back to the previous video and watch, which is all about the H2B visa. What are the requirements for H2B workers? So H2B workers must meet specific requirements, including having a valid offer from a U.S. employer. So that is the first step, right? So that is why I'm showing you all of these websites so that you guys can get your resumes done. I professionally get your resumes done for you for only $3,000, guys. 3,000 JMD dollars. Okay, so that is the first step, and then on these websites that I'm showing you right now, you make sure that you copy the employer's information, you go on the necessary website that is attached to each website, and you just upload your resume right there. All right. Because listen, some of you guys might think that, oh, your resume is up to standard and all of that. No, like, I know that for a fact, or based on like resumes that I've seen before, some of you guys resumes are definitely atrocious. So it's good, whatever. So what I normally do as well is to like look at the resumes to see if there's any adjustment. If there's adjustments that you can do on your own, I will definitely let you know. So it's not like, oh, I'm gonna say, hey, I have to revamp your resume. No, I'm not like that. Like literally, what I do first, I just look at your resume. I ask you to send me your resume. I look at it. I'll let you know like what is wrong, what is off, what is not necessary on the resume. Yeah. And of course, then we can take it from there. So once you apply for the job, and let's say, you got interviewed and stuff, and the employer likes you and all of that, and say, hey, I want to hire you. So therefore, the employer will give you a job offer. So this is where this comes in. So you get the job offer from the U.S. employer. Of course, you'd have to accept and sign and read through the contract and all of that. Okay, and then obviously, um, you'll be required to like fill out the DS-160 form to apply for your H2B visa. The embassy consulate may require for you to come in to do an interview, maybe not. It just all depends. They do it randomly. So if it's a case where you're required to go in to do an interview, obviously you'd have to like demonstrate that you will return to your home country, um, and all of that, especially if like you frequently travel and all of that, and they will possibly do a background check. It all depends. It doesn't go for everyone, because for some persons they just send up their passport and they just put the stamp in it just like that. So it just all depends. This is something that they do randomly, so it all depends. Okay. um I really don't want to make this video long, so I'll be doing another part to this video. Stay tuned.